Hi, I'm Monica, the Purple Box Organizer. Now this video is a little bit longer than the last one, so I've made some notes so that I don't forget anything and I stay on track. This is video number 2 of how to set up chore cards for your home. If you haven't seen number 1, I want you to stop this video and go ahead and watch number 1. It's going to walk you through what steps to take first, and then you'll be ready for this video. So if you're ready for this one, number 2 of how to set up household chores, then here we go. Now you're going to have your list of rooms in your house, and then you have your list of chores that you're going to have for each room. I want you to go down that list and analyze each task and decide how often each one needs to be done. I want you to write that on the right side. So I have, as an example, on my left side of my notebook, I've got the rooms and I've got all the chores. These are not all of them. This is just an example. So this is the rooms and the chores on the far left. And then on your far right, you put the frequency. Just make sure it's a code, whatever it is, or if you just want to write it out. But if you do a code, make sure you remember what that is when you go back to it. So I have weekly, I have twice weekly. This is every 2 months. I have some in my system that are even less frequent. I have a couple of things that are just yearly, and I have a couple of things that are twice a year. So that's just a way that I rotate through them. And if you just write their frequency all the way to the right, it will keep them separate and it will help you move to the next step. All right, now I want you to take another sheet of paper separate from this one and decide what rooms you're going to clean on what days of the week. And it doesn't matter to me, but whatever works in your household. So you have to be clear as to what works for you, and then also be realistic as to what days you actually can clean on. If you work full-time, whether it's in the home or outside the home, or maybe you do both, you're a mother, you do all of the things, you have to be more realistic as to when your cleaning is going to be done. It may not work during the week for you. You may want to get all your chores done during the week and have your weekends free, or at least have your Sunday free. It's completely up to you. But again, you want to basically write out how that's going to look for you in your household. So quickly on another sheet, I have what I do in my household. So on Mondays, I do my office, living room, dining room, and family room. On Tuesdays, I clean my half bathroom, the downstairs hallway, entry, and the laundry room. On Wednesdays, I do my upstairs bedrooms on one side. I do the baby room, the boys' room, the toy room, and then the upstairs hallway. It's like a kind of a nook area, the hallway up there. On Thursdays, I leave that just for the kitchen. Now, that was long ago. I think I used to work on Thursdays and it was kind of a busy day, so I kept that simple. And that was back when we had a super small kitchen. So it just helped me get it finished and not have too much on a Thursday. But that's just what has always stuck in my brain. And so on Thursdays, I just try to deep clean the kitchen and make sure that gets done. Friday is reserved for the master bedroom. That is at least just one smaller, we have a good sized master suite, but it's just a smaller amount of chores that I usually have to do so that I can get those done and enjoy Fridays. And then on Saturdays, I do the kids' bathroom and our master bathroom. This is just works for me, and I will be honest in saying I do not religiously do these every single week. There are some weeks that it doesn't happen. So give yourself some grace and understand that even in my life, this is not by the books perfect, okay? After you've done that, you're going to decide what color of chore cards that you want to use if you're going to do it on index cards for your weekly chores. So these are the ones that you're going to do once a week, possibly twice a week. And I'll give you an example of one of those. And you're going to write them out on your chore cards. So right up here at the top, you're going to write the space. In the middle, I put, in my sloppy handwriting, the chore. And you could even go as far as to print these out on your computer. You could use a label maker and make them super fancy. I haven't gotten that fancy in all the years I've been doing this. And then in the bottom right-hand corner, I put what day of the week that I do these chores. So these are my Wednesday ones, and they are clipped together. Okay, so once I do these, we can go into another video of how I rotate them so that I know what I'm working on. Now, the reason that I do individual cards for each chore is because for me, I am a mom. And so inevitably, I am going to get distracted and interrupted. So if I put vacuum upstairs hallway and I've completed that one chore, I can put it in the done pile or the finished pile. And then I get it interrupted, I know exactly what I have left in my other pile that I haven't finished. So it's a little bit easier for me to go back and do. These could also work really well in a household if you have older children or you have a willing spouse. That's always a plus. They can look at these and you can pass them out and say, this is your responsibility today, or this is your responsibility this week. Or you can say, honey, I have a couple of chore cards left. Do you mind looking at them and seeing if you could take care of one of them for me? That is a possibility. Try it. Ask nicely. I think that's enough for this video. It's a good stopping point. So again, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. As always, please subscribe so you don't miss any of my next videos, and give it a thumbs up if this was helpful. And I will also link below my website if you want to contact me for any personal coaching sessions, and then also my Instagram. I do a lot of daily stories and posts on there that are helpful with other tips. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.